I would like to delve into your personal life and at this part of the podcast. And I would like to get to know you more as a person. And of course, we will have time to focus on your work. Could you please tell me where were you born? Where did you grow up? And where did you go to school? And then we will take it on from there.
Okay. First, I would like to mention something very important that I am not an English speaker. I was born in Ivory Coast. Ivory Coast is a country in West Africa, Côte d'Ivoire in France, en français. I was born there. I speak Bambara, who is my mother tongue, and I start to learn French at school. So we did everything in school. French is our official language. So I speak Bambara in French. So English is something that I learn in Greece with friends, not at school. So I was going to school in Ivory Coast until some time. I don't remember. I did not go for long at school, but I studied like 10 years at school. And yeah, I do most of my life there until I came to Greece.
Mm-hmm. Amazing. Tell us more about your country. For example, I know that Ivorian people are really into football, right?
Yeah.
So, if you could tell me about your country, what would you like the most, or just anything that you would like to share about your country, something that's interesting that you like the most?
The first thing that I like from my country is the human approach. We call it hospitality. My country is the one of the first country in the world that have good system on hospitality. We just organized the African football cup this year. We call we gave the name of football of hospitality. I don't know how to translate it very well in English, but it was something with hospitality. So everybody was welcome, and we said that this was the one of is the best competition that we never organized in Africa. So it was done in my country this year. So this is the first thing that I can say from my country. And then we also, as I told you, we have beach, we have a sun, we have a lot of resources. So, but hospitality is the first thing that you hear when you arrive in Côte d'Ivoire.
Amazing. What about your family? If you could tell us more about your family, your parents, how many siblings do you have? If you would like to share like something about your family.
Yeah, I will just give some detail because family is big in my country. I have family in my Ivory Coast, I have family in Mali, I have family in Guinea, I have family everywhere. So I have big family. But my father and my mom, I lost them. They are not alive anymore. And I had my brother that also that I lost, my small brother. So now I remain with my sister, but I have a member of family from my mom and member of family from my father. Some in Guinea, some in Ivory Coast, some in Mali, everywhere, and some maybe I don't know. But yeah, it is difficult for me to speak about family because I grew up very differently. I didn't grow up with family exactly as a child, so it was very difficult. So I don't like to talk about that because I face a lot of difficulty until I find myself outside, like a child of the street. So everything started from there. I was alone outside, and before I got my 18 years, I did everything alone until today. I didn't get really support from family because I lost my family when I was very young.
I'm really sorry to hear that. I can only imagine how that would be for a child. Would you like to share the circumstance that you lost your parents? You don't really have to. I know that's an emotional topic. Only if you would like to share. If not, then we could just move on. You don't really have to.
There is no problem. Just they was sick. My father was sick when I was like 10 years, I think. And after my mother also was sick and I lost, then my younger brother also was sick. It was, it can be malaria. It can, you know, when we are child, we don't have much communication before some year. Now things is changing. Parents speak with child, but at my time it was difficult to understand. You just hear that someone lost, he was sick, but you don't have more detail.
What are the earliest memory that you have from childhood? Something that would make you smile, I would say.
I remember with my dad. Sometimes he was taking me to market, to mall. I mean, to buy clothes and shoes, and that was my favorite moment because I feel like I was boss. So, and my nickname is the boss because of that.
Okay.
Because when I was wearing things, because my father also liked to be fashion man, so I started to be like him. And my mom started to call me boss. And when I grew up, I said, this is the nickname that I will take. So yeah, so that moment I really like. When I remember, I think about that is one of my favorite moments.
So they would call you boss in the house. That's very interesting. So Musa, I would like to move on a bit and to understand about the circumstance and the situation and the reasons that you had to leave your country. What were the circumstances and why did you have to leave? And how old were you when you had to leave your country?
Okay, thank you. This is a bit a difficult moment. I left my country when I was 22 years old because there was war in my country. We had an election. After the election, the post-election, there was two presidents in my country. So, and then the two party was fighting.
I see.
And then people start to be involved inside. The partisan, I don't know how to call it in English, the partisan, the people support the other party, the other people support, so they start to fight. And everybody who are not part of the army start to have gang with them, and there was almost many people, young people, has gun with them, and they started to kill each other. If you have Muslim name, you have problem. If you are Christian, you have problem. So a lot of things. So I started to lose people around me. I also started to lose uh, my my job because I have shop, I have taxi that I was the owner of the taxi, and because I was entrepreneur. So first, my shop was attacked and they broken everything. There was phone and things with accessory. I lost my shop, to tell you, and then after I lost my car, my taxi, and then I become hopeless. I start to lose my hope also. And I try to leave the country to go to other city. I remember with one of my friend, my best friend that is died now because of this war. We wanted to go to another city. They told us, okay, I took my car. Before they broke my car, I took the car to leave the country, the city, but there was a lot of rebel, the army people on that place to leave the capital city. And I wanted to go in the same city. I wanted to go to another neighborhood. We was blocked there. So I come back with that friend. After some day, they kill him. I said, maybe this was his destiny. And then I started to be afraid so much. And when situation start to be a bit calm, I did my document, I did my passport because I was a trader, I was entrepreneur. It was easy for me to get a visa. So I left to go to Istanbul. I got 3-month visa. I asked to leave the country and I went to Istanbul.
How was that moment for you to just you decided that it's over for me and I have to move on or I have to leave the country? Do you remember that moment? How was that for you? If you could just like picture it for us, like
Yeah, because I remember I have money on my bank account. They closed the bank account. Not only me, everyone in the country. You could not take money from the bank account. You could not go to the work. You could not go at work. And also my name also was a problem because I'm Muslim. And that time, if you have name like me, Moussa Sangare, and you are Muslim, you have problem. So all those things make me lost my hope. You know, when you lost hope, you lost everything. Hope from my country, and I wanted to go to a place that we were safe. First, I wanted to go to France, but it was difficult to get visa, and I decided to go to a country that I could get visa easily, to wait and go back to my country. So and I find a way to go to Istanbul, but it was very difficult moment. It was very sad moment. I lost that my friend, and I lost many other people, and I have see a lot of body died body, and I see a lot of things that I don't want to describe here, but it was not nice. It was my first time to see that.
did you have to leave alone or did you leave with your family?
No, because my parent lost. I lost my parent already before that, so I had only my sister that, but she was in other places where it was a bit calm because the war finished in the capital city Abidjan. My sister was in another city, so I left alone.
I see. So you arrived in Istanbul and then you decided to come to Greece.
I didn't decide to come to Greece. I wanted to stay in Istanbul. But, I was born as human activist. In Istanbul, I didn't see myself there to be free person. First, what I was learning that it was very difficult to include the society there.
Yeah.
There was a bigger gap of treatment, and I didn't like that. And I wanted to be a free places. And also one of the things that was didn't like that, for example, it's very difficult to have a relation with a Turkish woman, for example, or the treatment of the police of the I didn't like. So I wanted to go back to my country, and my sister said, "No, you cannot go back. Better you find another solution." So another solution was to come to other country. I wanted to go to Bulgaria, but I have learned that there is not human right in Bulgaria. In the border, they use a dog and they kill people
Yes.
there. I said, okay, maybe better to come to Greece.